Our first senior speech is Madison.
Good morning. Mitch Albom said, "We are all connected. You can no more separate one life from another than you can separate a breeze from the wind." I have come to agree with this statement through direct experience. As many of you know, during the summers I work for Avalon Beach Patrol. Each morning, I report with all the lifeguards to the beach house headquarters where we receive our beach assignments and partners for the day. Nearly every day, you are partnered with someone different, and often sit on different beaches. One prominent feature of this protocol is that the name that appears next to yours on the assignment board is likely to be a perfect stranger, as they're on the upside of 100 guards. With this partner, you drive to the assigned beach, move the stand and boat, work out, and spend the next uninterrupted 8 hours of your day. Talk about team building. When I began as a guard, I was a minority on the patrol, being a 16-year-old girl. I was one of 6 girls, one of the youngest, and knew not a single person. This made finding my assigned partner extremely difficult and often embarrassing, as I would have to walk around in a large group of handsome older boys and intimidating older girls, yelling the name of my partner in hopes he hadn't left without me. The day always began on an awkward note and continued at this rate as I attempted to lug the heavy lifeguard stand down the beach through 50 yards of soft sand, arriving at the water's edge at what must have felt like an hour later to my partner. After the boat was pulled down at an equally glacier-like pace, we would sit up together and the conversation would rumble to life. However, now that I have completed my second summer as a guard, I'm happy to report that I know by name every guard in the patrol, can meet many of the guys that bring down the stand, and have successfully moved the boat back to the dunes during a storm by myself. Most parts of this job are routines that I have mastered, but what I have come to appreciate is the unpredictability of everyday conversation. My partners have included, but are not limited to, a guy on the autism spectrum who is a big fan of Japanese pop art, a hunting enthusiast, a 24-year-old who had just finished his bar exam, many South Jersey locals, college graduates, a priest in training, and the occasional frat star. When I began my day with each of the mentioned people, I believed the only thing we had in common was the ability to swim a mile in the ocean. The important thing for you to know is I no longer view any of the said people as confined to my initial impression of them, and many of them have become close friends. As it turns out, the Japanese pop art lover had a knack for the game, never have I ever. The hunting enthusiast let me in on many of Middle Township's secrets. The now lawyer happened to grow up in a neighborhood bordering mine. The locals made me feel home in a place I had only vacationed. The now priest had me delving into my faith in a way I never had before. So all of the assigned partners throughout the past 2 years have actually had 2 things in common. The first being that yes, they can swim a mile in the ocean, and the second being that I've had something in common with every which one of them. So I believe that we can find something in common with anyone. Everyone is connected to everyone else by some element of their lives, whether large or small. I'd bet that you could be stuck on a bench for 8 hours with any person in this room, student or teacher, with whom you've never spoken a word, and have a great day, learn something new, and have a new person to call a friend. So I challenge you, withhold your judgments, let first impressions be forgotten by actually getting to know someone, and discover your connection with a perfect stranger. Thank you.